You see, now this one right here is a true professional who's born to perform. If you guys saw the whole hashtag Beyonce injury thing going around on social media and you were wondering why Beyonce injury was trending, I'm going to let those that were, not informed about what happened to Bey know exactly what's going on, okay? Now, the following information comes from usmagazine.com. Nicholas Hauptman wrote a story titled Beyonce Rips Earlobe on Stage at Tidal Concert, Continues Performing Like It's NBD, No Big Deal. So, US Magazine wrote, the show must go on, right? Beyonce was halfway through her mini set at the Tidal X 1015 concert in Brooklyn on Saturday, October 15th. For the record, let me just say this, October 15th of 2016. So in the future, if anybody sees this video or anything and they're wondering like, well, what year was this? October 15th, 2016. Anyways, the show must go on, right? Beyonce was halfway through her mini set at the Tidal X 1015 concert in Brooklyn on Saturday, October 15th, when she sustained a painful ear injury. But that didn't stop her from finishing the performance. The 35-year-old, pause the story right there. Beyonce's not 20. Anyways, back to the story. The 35-year-old entertainer had just ended her first song of the night, 6-inch. Damn, I'm only 3.5. Anyway, 6-inch from her visual album Lemonade, when her dangling earring seemingly got caught on her long braid and was yanked out of her left ear. As she transitioned into 2014's Haunted, she took notice of the injury, wiping the blood away from her ripped earlobe and looked at it on her finger. Clearly unfazed, she finished her futuristic performance without missing a beat. Don't they say that Beyonce's always on beat though? Come on now. Anyways, later in the evening, Beyonce took the Barclays Center stage for a second time, delivering an encore performance of her song All Night without a bandage in sight. She also took a brief moment to encourage the audience to get involved in the upcoming presidential election. Quote, I know this year has been extremely hard for us, she told the crowd. I know sometimes I felt powerless and frustrated. Pause the story right there. Beyonce felt powerless. The goddess of earth felt Jesus. But anyways, back to what she said. Quote, I know this year has been extremely hard for us, she told the crowd. I know sometimes I felt powerless and frustrated. There's been so much negativity and nonsense. It could be easy to feel hopeless and want to just block the world out by doing nothing right now is not an option, y'all. Wow, I guess she thinks grammar is her mother's mother. I mean, Beyonce's my girl and all, but she's a non-speaking ass sometimes. She's definitely a country girl. That's none of my business. But anyways, there's been so much negativity and nonsense. It could be easy to feel hopeless and want to just block the world out by doing nothing. Right now is not an option, y'all. I know it seems like things are bad, but if you think they can't get worse, just ask your grandparents. Remember, Barack Obama is our president, Queen Bee continued. You made that happen. Young people made that happen. We are not helpless. The fire is still burning. Please go out and vote this September. So many people have died and sacrificed so much for us to have our voice. We have to use it. Get information. Use your voices to do something great for your children. Jay-Z's lips. The Tidal X 1015 concert was held in support of the Robin Hood Foundation, a New York City-based organization that fights to end poverty. Nicki Minaj, Alicia Keys, and Lauryn Hill. She's still around? No, let me stop. That's my girl. It's my favorite rapper. My favorite female rapper. Nicki Minaj, Alicia Keys, and Lauryn Hill were among the many performers who also graced the stage. Wow. And I missed it. I'm going to have to get Tidal. I can't ever miss something like that again, Jesus. Jeez Louise. Did I ever tell y'all how much I love me some Lauryn Hill? Some Nicki Minaj, and do not let me get started on my baby Alicia Keys. Anyways, Beyonce talking about go out there and vote and all this other nonsense. I mean, isn't that what they expect Negroes to do? And women, any so-called minorities, aren't they kind of expected to be suckers and vote as if it will help anything? If the Electoral College picks who's president, why would it matter anyway? Honestly, your vote doesn't count. I mean, The government's still going to take your money, your tax dollars, and waste it on war anyway, with the military blowing up the planet with your money, and you're dumb enough to support it. That's what we need to do. How about we vote to take 90% of the military's money from it, so then that way America can be great, finally. Not again, but finally. How about we do that? Because at this point, America doesn't have anything, because like Tupac said, they got money for wars but can't feed the poor. And when you look at the actual statistics, most of America's money goes to the military, for them to go F the world up, basically, to go destroy, to go kill countless people. Isn't it like 90% of people who die at war are civilians? Imagine if that happened here in America. If 1 million people died in the American Civil War and 900,000 of them were just regular people trying to go to work, go to school, go to the hospital, you know, people minding their business, people sitting on their porch, you know. That's where the money's going to. People talk about voting like that's the end all be all, and they said vote or die. How about we defund the military? I vote to do that. Now that actually matters. It doesn't matter who's president. They're going to push the same policies anyway. Whatever the people who behind the scenes, whoever's hand is up the president's ass, is going to control what happens anyway. Whether it's a Henry Kissinger, or it's a Dick Cheney, or whoever, whatever evil man or woman or group is behind the scenes, being the damn puppeteer, you know, that's the person, or rather those are the people who are going to decide what really happens anyway. So in all honesty, voting really doesn't matter. Your vote really doesn't count. And as far as Donald Trump becoming the president, of course he wasn't going to become president. I'm telling you right now, Hillary Clinton would be the quote-unquote first woman president. I'll make a separate video explaining why. But let me just say this. It involves them getting rid of conservatives. Like, conservatism is going to be made illegal. But anyways, I'll talk about that later. But shout out to my girl Beyonce. I know she must have killed her performance. I just saw a very short clip, less than 20 seconds, and she was phenomenal in just that. She wasn't even dancing. She was just standing there singing. I saw the clip where she was checking her ear for the blood and everything. If I could find the clip, then I'll go ahead and post it on my blog. If not, you know, then I'm sure you can find it on social media if you look for it, if you know how to look for it. See, some of y'all don't know how to look for anything. You know, some of y'all have lost your minds and never found that. You lose your socks, you lose your keys, you lose everything. You lost your virginity when you were 1. I mean, some of y'all are just some sorry cases, man. I just feel sorry for some of you heifers in the comment section. But anyways, this is all my opinion. What do I know? Just an asshole with a microphone. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, Meat Magazine in your mama's bed. Biatch.